How many of you are looking for a job? A lot of hands. All right. Well, let me tell you the good news. The job market is evolving and is offering more and more opportunities, fascinating opportunities all around the world. You're going to be able to go and explore new geographies, new industries, new roles, new functions. But what is the catch? Is that this transformation will happen whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not, whether you're ready or not. Have you ever been in an interview? You smash every question, you're ready to go. In your mind, the job is yours, and they ask you, do you have any questions? And you freeze. Don't worry, we have all been there. And you start mumbling something about the salary, about the sports car, including the signing bonus, a Ferrari, of course, how many sick days you are going to have for your dog, and you start to freeze more and you leave, and you think, did I just lose a great opportunity? Well, you're not alone. Research shows that 37% of people fail the interview at the end, and probably, according to my experience, 50% of people will fail the interview not because of bad experience, not because of weak CVs, just poor questions. Just to put this into perspective, look at the person on your left, look at the person on your right. Only one of you will go and smash the questions in an interview. So what if the future, your future, is not determined by the answers you give, but by the questions you ask? This isn't just theory, I have seen it. Last June, in the Roland Garros tournament, Grand Slam tournament in Paris, two young individuals were playing the final. Jannik Sinner from Italy, Carlos Alcaraz from Spain, number 1 and 2 in the world, 22 and 23 years old, like you. Carlos Alcaraz was down 1 point from defeat, one decision from defeat. Think about it. Think about your last project, your last presentation, your last negotiation, and you were one decision from defeat. What did you do? Everything is lost, right? Well, think again, because something magical happened. Carlos Alcaraz looked at the stands, to his friends, his family, his team, and he goes with one gesture and says, "Vamos," which means, come on. Exactly. A lot of bilingual people here, great. So something shifts. He fights, he wins. After 5.5 hours of arduous battle, this young individual changed the energy of the game, just by luck, just by hope, or just by the relentless training in the physical, mental, emotional, and especially mission layer. So the right mindset at the right time changed everything. The right question for him at the right time changed everything. And what was his question? Do I really, really want it? I know what you're thinking. This is just a TED Talk. Why would I really be invested in helping you, right? Well, my 3 young daughters are sitting here in the audience. So I have skin in the game. I will share with you 2 things. One is the framework that I have shared with CEOs, executives, Ironman triathletes, Olympic athletes all around the world. In projects that I have been from Argentina to the US, from Brazil to China, from Japan to the UK. I have worked in the Eiffel Tower Stadium during the last Olympic Games in an iconic France. I have worked in the Copacabana beach in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil, when they built a temporary beach volleyball stadium. I know somebody had to do it, okay? I have worked in the Beijing National Hockey Stadium, and I have worked here in the Horse Guards Parades in downtown London when we built again a temporary stadium. and even in opening and closing ceremonies. And I have seen this over and over. The people who has the questions, who has the insight, who has their mission ready, are going to be able to go and have success. So, I'm going to share with you a couple of things. Number one is a framework. And number two is the question that you must ask when you go to an interview. Ready? The framework is called Mamba, and it's the acronym for the words mission, backpack, and move. I know what you're thinking. The word Mamba doesn't reflect at all the words mission, backpack, and move, but hey, I'm just an engineer, so this is what I came up with, all right? Mission. Mission is your North Star, your dream, your goal. Is that what you are going to go after? If you align your energy with your mission, things will happen. So the trick here is what happens when you don't have a mission. And by the way, this is the Mount Aconcagua in beautiful Argentina. What happens when you don't have a mission? Let me help you develop a mission really quickly. You need to answer 1 or 4 questions. The first question is the why. Why am I doing this? Why do I want this job? The second question, what for? What do I want this job for? Why, what for? Third one, who for? Who I am doing this for? It should be you, but hey, we're all different. And the last one is who with. So, why, what for, who with. Because you know what? When your questions are rooted in your mission, people can feel it, people can see it. And at the end of the day, in order to become unforgettable, unstoppable, memorable, when you train a lot, is everything. And believe me, being unforgettable in an interview is absolutely everything. So we are going to do a quick exercise here. Put your hand like this, here and at home, and just think that your dream is right here. It's right here. And just start to close the hand. And just feel your dream in your hands. Okay? And just ask, how bad do you want it? Relax. And now we're going to Mamba number 2. Mission, backpack, move. Imagine a hot air balloon. Why do you think that a hot air balloon goes up? Because of the flame, the energy, because the air is light. Think again. The hot air balloon is going to move only if the weight in the basket comes off. It doesn't matter how powerful the flame is. You know, we are the combination of head, legs, and backpack. Your head is your mission, your values, your beliefs, your North Star, your dream, your objective. Your legs are your resilience, your energy, the flame, your grit. But the backpack is what you have to get rid of. The dead weight, the doubt, the weaknesses, the imposter syndrome moments that we have, the beliefs, the limiting beliefs, and sometimes the constraints. Talking about constraints, I told you that I worked in the Olympic Games last year in Paris. For an Olympic game, the Olympic Games are 2 weeks. They send you 6 weeks before, so I was there for 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, I walked for the operation, going back and forth, tribune stands, and going 800 kilometers, 500 miles, just working those 8 weeks. So you can imagine that I cannot stay still. But for that project, I trained the 12 months before 3,200 kilometers I walked, 2,000 miles from Madrid to Paris and back. And the TED Talk organizers want me to stay in this red circle. Cannot happen. So we are going to do something. Don't tell them, all right? Don't tell them. We're going to try to crush one of my limiting beliefs, that is, I need to move. So don't tell me anything, okay? Shh. First time in TED Talk history that somebody went outside the circle. I am still here. So, limiting beliefs. Your weight. I have seen this over and over. The people who grow, the people that are at the top, are the people that have the questions that make them lighter. People that have the questions that are aligned with their mission. Now, a new version of the exercise. Hand, dream, fist, right here, and we are going to go 3, 2, 1, and we are going to shout vamos. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Vamos. Fantastic. So now, grand finale. Vision, mission, backpack, move, the Mamba framework. Move is about intentionality. It's about how we start working in our projects during the day. So let me ask you, what time do you start your day every day? 8 o'clock, 6, I see one crazy one, 5 o'clock like me, nice, fantastic. Now think again. Your day starts between 10 and 11 p.m. the night before. When you set up 3 things, your intentions, you rest, and you recover. And that's the beginning of what is called the supercompensation theory. And that is how we grow in a healthy way. So how do you set up your intentions the night before? Really easy, 3 intentions. Intention number 1, how would I like to be perceived by my audience? So before every high performance moment, every elite moment, every conversation, presentation, you ask yourself, how would I like to be perceived? Energetic, present, relevant, for example. Number 2, what do I want my audience to know? 1, 2, 3. My mission, that I am here for the job, I'm present for the job. And number 3, the most important question in every interview, at the end of the interview. Are you interested in knowing the most important question? Ready? Which are the 3 biggest headaches in your business? They don't know the answer. They don't know you don't know. But you have the courage to ask that question. So, number one intention, how would I like to be perceived? Number 2, what I would like my audience to know. Number 3, what I would like my audience to feel. What would you like them to feel? That you are there from them, that your mission is aligned with their mission, and it doesn't matter what you are going to deliver. Now for the grand finale, I need you all to stand up or raise your hand to stand up, move a little bit. And now we are going to do this for the grand finale. Hand up. This is your dream. We start to close our hand in our dream. Who's going to take your dream from you? Who's going to stop you from your dream? So the important thing here is to understand how bad do you want it. So we are going to go 3, 2, 1 here and at home from the top of your lungs. And before that, one more thing to my girls, I love you. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.